Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel URIEL, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucker responsibilities. And right now, this video is going to be about why the people in your life may not believe in you. And this could go in two ways. Now, here's the thing. When I speak, I don't want anyone to get offended because, look, we all experience. So anything I'm speaking about, I went through the same very thing. You see what I'm saying? So always keep that in mind. I'm never casting judgment or anything of that nature. I'm giving us all an understanding of what we all go through because we all got access to these energies and we all fall short also. So if we have the perspective of this is what we're actually doing in the middle of when we're doing these things, then that's us being aware. And once you know better, you do better. And you know what I'm saying? That leads us on our spiritual travels with more security other than being outweighed by the world and then playing out in our scenarios in an insecure manner. And then we manifest insecure circumstances or situations that give us confirmation of why we shouldn't do something or procrastinate. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of the external world believe in it or not. So based upon that disclaimer right there, that's getting everybody all on an even playing field right now. So here's the thing, right? This could go two ways. There's always an equilibrium to shit. So once we start to talk about the yin and yang, the polar shifts of how this can go two ways, this is two ways of how the people in your life don't believe in you in some way, shape, or form. Now, one of the ways is this. Your actions that you're showing may not be a representation of something to believe in. You see what I'm saying? So keep that in mind also. Like whatever that you're trying to participate in, your actions may not be showing these other individuals that you're actually equipped for that arena. And here's the thing, it's back to supported by faith. The only reason you could be seen like that is because somewhere deep inside you don't even believe it. So you only receive what you give off. You see what I'm saying? As a percentage level, right? So here's the thing. When you believe in something, you're going to have more percentage level of persuading others to believe it. And it's going to be a small percentage level of people who don't believe it. Now, when you don't believe in something yourself, you don't make that point inside. So you don't have a point. So you manifest more of people who don't believe it. And it's only a small percentage level of people who do believe it. And then that small percentage level of people who do believe it, it takes for them to be strong spirits. So hopefully these are good people in your life because these are going to be the people that fight to make you believe what you don't even believe about yourself. You see what I'm saying? And that's when you know you got some good motherfucker people in your motherfucking life. You see what I'm saying? Now, here's the second way. The second way is you're around robots and low vibrational people, right? So this means, and sometimes these are family members and our friends. So like I said, when I say things of that nature, that don't mean you have to separate from these people. You have to become a spiritual witch or wizard to have more angles and know better ways to come to people and know how to come to a person in their way to explain whatever that you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, the more you know how to make it relatable, you're taking your own individual realm of reality where we're all separate. We're all not a part of shit. But we're taking that little bit of substance that we do all create together, right? And the better you know how to take your own individual world and utilize that light as a magician and make it more relatable, make your individuality more relatable to someone else's individuality, now you are a powerful spirit. Now you are convincing. Now you are inspiring. Now you're making people turn around. Now, you see what I'm saying? And these could be the very people that you look up to because, you know, they're lost into a magic square, but the magic square has benefits in there. Security, money, familiarity, what looks normal in the world to do, and this is the way that you're supposed to do it to get from point A to point B or gain construction in your life or stability. You know what I'm saying? But we know this is tearing down. So we're going to see more of these individuals complaining. But it's going to be so many other new ways that you can't be scared to jump on these new ways because the people that we are around could be very robots. And the moment we jump on these new ways, here's the thing. Here's when you know you might be around a low vibrational person or a robot because your dreams for them to believe in may not look like anything that matched the magic square. AKA, oh, you're not getting a house the regular way. Oh, what you're doing right now, that might not last. See, these are all words coming from a person that's programmed into thinking that the world only works in the way that they had us in. But little do anybody know, if you go back to all the generations, all we see is change. All we see is our ancestors, hate to say ancestors in that way, but all we see is our elders and shit like that was here before us fight to create a new way. So when we're in the middle of a way, you always need to know that way is getting ready to tear down. and you're going to have to find a new way. So that's inevitable. So for us to sit here and listen to robots try to tell us when we're in the middle of a tearing down of a way that, all these other ways is not sufficient and won't work, you're going to be clinging on to this way, and then this way is dying, and then therefore it leads nowhere. So for the most part, if you're around a robot will make you believe that your dream, they can't back and support it because it don't look like this way that's currently on the downhill. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, if you get rocked to sleep by a robot, you're going to get rocked under the current, washed up under the current. Then you're going to be seeing everybody who went through a minor struggle that we're all going through, even the robots. But you're going to be seeing the people who actually tried one of these new things and actually flourish. And you're going to be sitting somewhere with the robot saying, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, looking at everything from a motherfucking distance, while the robot start saying shit like, well, you know what? You should try this. You should try that. Some shit that you was already about to do. Like motherfucker last week. You're like, hold on, motherfucker. Don't switch your tone now because a group of people in the world made what was new normal. And now since we got a whole bunch of other people that then jumped over the hill and then figured out that over the hill, the grass is actually greener on the other side. And then they the ones who made it familiar. We can't use all the trial and tribulation and fear and shit that they went through as a means, as our own justification to be like, oh, it's okay to do that now. Nah, it ain't never going to work for you truly like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we can't get rocked by robots. We have to actually be the ones that go over the hill, and we the ones that the robots follow. Now, we following the robots, that's no good. Because we following a machine. And the machine only know what it's programmed to know. So when it's time for you to discover something new, you're going to lean in and support on that machine. And once you lean in and support on that mental machine, for the most part, you're led astray. Because the machine is waiting for you to go into a new space so you can upgrade it. You see what I'm saying? So we got to stop letting the machine upgrade us. You know what I'm saying? And that goes on a deep level if y'all know how to understand that on a spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So always keep this in motherfucking mind. We're in a circumstance and a situation right now where if people don't believe in you, it's for two motherfucking reasons. One of the reasons is this. It's because whatever that you're doing, the person that you're around or the group of individuals you're around don't see you playing that role to the most maximum sufficient potential. You know what I'm saying? And then the second way is if you're around robots, aka whatever dreams that you're doing don't look like anything that has to do with the actual magic square. You know what I'm saying? So these would be people that take you off your goals completely. They'll say, no, the hell with that completely. That don't got anything to do with banking and all that shit, where we make the banking system go around us when we go around doing new shit. Do you understand that? So you'll be in a motherfucking situation where you let one individual on the flip side that don't take you out of your goals and shit like that, but they don't believe in your dreams, so they might talk down on you, right? So let's go back to person one with these characteristic traits. They probably won't take you off your goals, but they'll always make you feel like you might not be able to uphold that goal. Say you got a friend that both of y'all is in the acting and actressing and things of that nature, right? And for the most part, they don't believe in you, but they ain't telling you not to be an actor or actress, but they always telling you something wrong with your acting or actressing and your acting skills in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? That'd be that kind of individual who don't believe in your dreams. Whatever actions that you're showing, in their mind, they looking at it like, nah, this ain't what it looks like to be a good actor or actress. And they could be very wrong. But for the most part, that'd be one of the reasons why a person don't believe in your dreams if you're around individuals like that. And then the second reason, this person can lead all the way to taking you away from your dream and goal in general. This person will tell you to stop being an actor or an actress. There's a lot of people that don't make it. They'll show you a whole bunch of other people that don't make it. They'll give you all this emotional vibration you need to react and respond to make you agree to them. And really, that's just something that they dealing with inside them, because they ain't gonna never be an actor or actress, nor do they want to be. And if you're close to them, anytime a spirit is close to another spirit that play out demonic energies, it start to be like using, aka they always try to change that spirit and try to make that spirit think the way it think in some way, shape, or form. And here's where we get the demonic ass, where you're supposed to give people freedom to think the way they think, and give a person the openness to agree with you, not demand. That leads into, that leads into egotistical, narcissistic, Abrahamic type of concept and theologies. You know what I'm saying? When two parties or more agree with each other and they're not making each other feel pressured to be around each other, that's a higher connection. That don't got nothing to do with this connection down here in the third dimension. A lot of time in the third dimension, connection down here play out as obligations. So when y'all ain't got no spiritual connection, a motherfucker will make you stay in a relationship with them based off pure obligations. Oh, we got this many kids. Oh, we got this many bills. Oh, we got this obligation. We got this duty that we supposed to do and shit like that. And therefore, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but spiritually frustrate each other. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, when y'all just connect, that's the obligation. You kind of like really all worldly obligations start to fade low key. And y'all purely just get into spirituality together. And then once y'all come back down, y'all got this big ass substance that y'all created way faster than everybody else. See, this is what the shadow government be doing, and the people that they get married to when they get in marriages and shit like that, and relationships. And then when they act as a soul group and shit like that, this what they do. This what you need to understand. That's how life works. This is why you could come across some very non-spiritual people that's in a relationship. They could be in a very toxic ass relationship. But by you not being in one, and by you casting stones and shit like that, you always gonna be in a situation wondering like, damn, they toxic as hell, but how do they be manifesting? How do they be getting from point A to point B? How is they still getting attention? How do people still fuck with them and shit? Because it's spiritual first. Everything is spiritual first. When you connect on the spiritual realm with another person or a group of individuals, and then y'all don't even know what y'all doing up there. When y'all come down here, y'all already got a whole bunch of substance that it take way more low vibrational time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears to get. Y'all are able to do that in like a few minutes to 10 minutes within y'all shit. If y'all really spiritual, then it take for a motherfucker to work 16 hours a day at their job to develop that substance of energy. And they got to be all drained. Where two spirits or a group of spirits is connected in a certain way and grab that shit from up there way faster where everything come from. Where a person who's lost into the third dimension of obligations, it takes longer because they're not grabbing it from where it come from. They grabbing it after the fact. So they have to do all the type of things after the fact of how it came. And things take time to even manifest to become dense to be a job or a circumstance or a situation that you feel like you have to do to make somebody feel obligated to you. So all these things take way more blood, sweat, and tears and more weeks and months for you to obtain a certain amount of substance that will only take a minute or two if you was in a spiritual relationship. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep that in motherfucking mind. This shit is deep. This shit is real. We talk about manifesting and things of that nature because it's what you're utilizing. That's why even when you want to think about the low vibrational energy, sex is still a spiritual energy. It's just the lowest vibrational of the spiritual energy. And then after sex, then the physicality. But there's layers and levels to all these things. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you could be fucking for about 10, 20 minutes and create a whole nother vehicle for a spirit to jump in to be born. And for the most part, that didn't take as long. And y'all be sweating and all this motherfucker shit. But it took you a motherfucker hour or two at Planet Fitness to get to that level. Like y'all get how I'm trying to pit it? When you do things in the spirit realm, shit starts spinning way faster. Chakras start spinning way faster. And that's the art of alchemy. That's the art of manifesting. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand the left and the right brain is our internal energies. So everything has a yin and yang. Our right brain, yang, will be fire. Our right brain, yin, will be water. Our left brain, yang, will be air. Our left brain, yin, will be earth. So when you know, and then, so for the most part, air, cold, earth, dry, fire, hot, water, wet. So when you know how to mix these, you could create different gems and stones, aka these are gems in our lives that manifest circumstances and situations that lead us to learning certain gems. That it can lead us into knowing gold, right? Gold taps us into our solar plexus and the sun, right? So for the most part, learning how to utilize certain fire with water could create steam, and that out of that air, without using too much earth, you could spark a potential without down talking it and adding too much, without too much earth. And therefore, that's how you could create a solar plexus real quick, and then your individuality can be seen somewhere, and then you get led into an area where you find some gold, manifest it, or have the ability to buy it, or it being your life, or you being a gold mine based upon you being highly creative. You know what I'm saying? You got lead, you got silver. Silver is a good energy for relaxing and receiving energy when you want to be behind closed doors and more conservative and reserved, and be able to, you can utilize your gold as a spotlight, but utilize your silver too to be able to maintain like a cobalt, aka this is like a person who don't know how to utilize their silver is a highly creative person, but they always getting taken advantage of by their managers. You know what I'm saying? By their record labels, or by their associates, if they're actors and actresses and shit like that. So all of their consultants and their money, all of the people that they deal with who handle their shit be fucking them over and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So once you understand how to utilize your silver, that's your macabre. Everything even came out of that. But you got lead, you got sulfur, you know what I'm saying? So that's utilizing like Venus and all kind of energies and shit like that. Mercury help you better communicate and analyze, to the point that you will be in a situation where you got so many moves going, before you know it, you got the top-notch phones, computers, and this ain't even something you into. It's something that you had to have, just based upon you utilizing that Mercury chakra that's down there by the veins and shit like that, by the root chakra, shit like that correlate up here by the throat chakra to connect your lungs and all that shit, that rule the third and the sixth house. You know what I'm saying? When you jump into that aspect, right, that's like you utilizing left brain logic, utilizing air, then utilize the yang, look externally and think about what's external outside of you, then utilize the earth, the left brain yin. Practicalize it. Try to make sense out of what you just try to receive before you communicate it. Hone on it and make sense on it so it can be a shape and image. So when you present it, it actually makes sense to others, and you're just not like this talking of a whole bunch of ideas and jack of all trades without being a master of this specific image that the earth from the left brain wants you to utilize as the yin version, the feminine version of the left brain. Receiving things from the external world. You know what I'm saying? Then once you start to do that and shit like that, boom, you starting to tap into that chakra now. And then when you utilize that cold and that dryness, it puts you into a situation where you create a heavens, and a heavens is earth and air, right? So once that airs and the shape and form of the airs and then the daughters of men of the earth and shit like that, you start to can solidify an image. And then for the most part, that's you in this third dimension utilizing the Mercury chakra, and then you starting to attract the Mercury element itself and the actual shit from the periodic table, because for the most part you will start to be a light, aka that light you giving off as a person who know how to communicate information very well. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you'll be in a situation where before you know it, you'll have all the top, everything that's ran by Mercury type shit will fall in your lap. And then it'll take a day for you to wake up and ponder like, damn, this is what I'm doing today. And it's like, damn, I dreamed about this, but before I can realize I'm experiencing my dream, I'm just doing it. It's like, damn, what the fuck? I need that phone. I need that computer. I need that business. I need that hydra atom collider and shit like that when I go back to the lab with all my scientists and shit. You see what I'm saying? You won't have no choice but to be in that situation. So and you'll be working with real Mercury. So how the hell we do that? So when you think the observer turned a wave into a particle, the particle is actually your idea within that wave, and you do it on a micro level. So the macro level is a broader way of how we understand that. You know what I'm saying? We all having our own ideas about one thing. And before you call that one thing Allah, God, or whatever like that, that one thing is what we all created as a spirit. We created, as a spirit, we became aware. Awareness became energy. Energy turned into consciousness. Consciousness is everything that developed of what you see. So it's the chakras, the bodies of water, everything that developed into density and shit like that. So that's the energy is the light that got manifested from what we did as a spirit to create frequency vibrations. And as a collective, we jump in that pool and create a bunch of shapes and forms based upon levels of awareness. So the shapes and forms is going to be similar based upon that spiritual group and level of awareness and experiences and expansion and contraction. And that's going to let you know this is how we all connected to relate to each other and to relate our individuality. But once one of those forms expire for a spirit, it has to leave that realm. And some spirits get lost in that realm, so they keep reincarnating because they don't want to incarnate anywhere else. So it turned into a big follow the leader type of shit. And now we got gods and devils and all kind of shit. That's another fucking video. But like I said, man, this motherfucking shit deep. But for the people who don't believe in you, like I said, it could go two ways. It could be either you're showing them things that they don't think that you could be capable to uphold whatever that you're trying to do to make them believe in. So you might have to do some spiritual work so you could be in a position where you inspire them and prove them wrong. And then it could be on another side. You could be around robots and shit like that. And this could be our family, friends, associates, whatever like that. Our geographical location, hey, it is what it is. But you could be around robots, aka these would be the individuals that look at you and say, what the whole thing, whatever you doing, ain't the right thing to do because it don't look familiar. It don't look like what we've been doing for the past 60 years. It don't look like we've been, and people have been saying that every past 5 years. This don't look like we've been doing the past 10 years. The past 10 years. We ain't never been doing nothing longer than motherfucking 3 to 5 years. You need to know that right now. You need to know that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all subconscious community. Don't allow any of these individuals who don't believe in your dreams make you not believe in your dreams, because your dreams is your dreams at the end of the day. And you came here to experience that. So stop trying to experience their dream, because 9 times out of 10, whatever that they got to say about your dream, they made that up. Where? In their dream. So stop living in somebody else's dream in this motherfucker and live your own. And you will inspire somebody else to live their own. God damn it, I love y'all in this motherfucker. Flight boss, bitch.